Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Ethan Mitchell and today is the first in the Point of Interest series, starting off with the Parrot Anafi. Hey guys, welcome back. So what is a point of interest? You may have also heard the term parallax, but what it entails is a camera movement where the camera moves around a subject. Now this is typically done with a simple orbit, but it can be much more dynamic with additional camera moves. The effect keeps the subject center frame while adding lots of motion to the background. This is one of my favorite effects, but it can be very challenging to pull off. The best way to do this is to learn how to perform it manually, but it takes a lot of practice. As you add more directions of motion, the maneuver becomes increasingly difficult. Professional drone videographers typically use dual operator setups, where you have a pilot flying the aircraft and a cameraman controlling camera movement. Trent Palmer made an excellent video on how this works and I highly recommend you check out his video. There's a link in the description. His video gives great insight into the professional drone world and how they operate. But how does a single hobbyist go about getting the same type of footage using a consumer grade drone? In this series, we're going to explore how to achieve some of the most difficult moves with some of the most popular drones using semi-automatic control. This is where you'll be flying the drone manually, but the software will keep the camera on the subject. This enables you, the pilot, to watch the drone via line of sight without being focused on the video stream. In this series, we're going to cover the Parrot Anafi, DJI Spark, Mavic Po, Mavic 2, and the Autel Evo. If this is something you're interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button along with the bell so you'll be notified when these videos are posted. So let's get started with the Anafi. The Parrot Anafi is one of the best drones to use for point of interest flying because it has three main flight modes that are very useful for this. We're going to use Cameraman, Follow Me, and Touch Fly. First up is Cameraman. In Cameraman, the drone uses optical tracking to lock on the subject. Draw a box around the subject and the Anafi will lock on. You then can move the Anafi around and it will keep the camera locked onto the subject by controlling gimbal pitch and yaw. Now because it uses optical tracking only, the tracking has a tendency to wobble, so move slowly for smooth footage. Next is Follow Me. Now Follow Me is typically used to track a moving subject, but it can also be used to do a fixed point of interest. Under Follow Me, choose Locked and draw a box around the subject. This will allow you to fly around and the Anafi will keep the camera locked on the subject just like Cameraman. Okay, last is Touch Fly. This is my favorite mode for point of interest flying around a fixed subject. This mode is also good for dynamic subjects like a water fountain or a flag where the optical tracking in Cameraman or Follow Me will have difficulty. Enter Touch Fly and choose Point of Interest. This will bring up the map. Tap the point of interest on the map or fly the Anafi to the point of interest and mark it. Now back away from the subject. Adjust the gimbal height using the toggle on the controller or screen slider so the subject is where you want it in the frame. You now can manually fly and the Anafi will automatically keep the camera fixed on that spot. So let's walk through an example. We're going to fly a point of interest on this historic water tower using Touch Fly. Okay, let's take the Anafi up and open Touch Fly. Let's switch from waypoint to point of interest. Now let's take the Anafi up over top of the tower. Moving the gimbal all the way down, position the Anafi directly over top of your point of interest. Now switch to the map and mark the position of the Anafi. You may notice a discrepancy in where your subject is in relation to the Anafi. The GPS coordinates from the map could also be off, so I always like to set the point using the drone's location. Now let's back away and come down a bit. Okay, let's pitch the gimbal up to the height we want. Let's make it 124 feet, and this should be about level with the windows on the tower. Okay, now that we have the tower marked on the map and the gimbal set, we can fly the Anafi line of sight and it will keep the camera locked on the subject. Okay, let's see what we get. I really like to fly this way when I'm alone because it allows me to keep my eyes on the drone instead of buried in the video feed. I can quickly glance down to check the shot, but most of the flying is done line of sight.
Feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh, I'm standing on the dizzying heights. Oh.
So there it is, guys, point of interest flying with the Parrot Anafi. Now the Anafi also has several fully automatic modes that will do point of interest, but using these 3 modes gives you manual control over the flight path. This way you can keep your eyes on the drone for better precision and situational awareness. Remember, no obstacle avoidance on the Anafi. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.